Good evening, and thank you for attending our regular council meeting for February 19th. I'd like to call the meeting to order. We have a quorum here. Chuck, would you give the invocation, please, sir?
I need to use the mic. Okay.
No.
Y'all will pray with me, please. Dear Lord, we thank you, Lord, for everything you've given us. You are awesome, Lord, and we really appreciate everything. All your gifts, all your blessings, this beautiful day, this beautiful city, all the people that work so hard to make it a great place to live. Lord, we ask that you be with the council and the mayor tonight. Help us to have a good meeting, make good decisions, and get us all back home safe and sound. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do we have any communication from the audience? No? Okay. Okay, I'd like to start out with reminding the owners of the Airbnbs that they need to get their registration paperwork in as soon as possible. It'd be greatly appreciated. Lakewood from the Tristan Dam S-turn to Chanticleer. The pre-bid meeting is held February the 9th. We had 7 contractors present for the discussion. Sealed bids are due back on the 26th. And then we'll begin to determine a start date for the construction. This is going to be a major disruption. I expect it to be 8 to 10 months of construction work, which is why I was addressing the Galahad Dam to try to get it ship-shape before we shut down Lakewood. Camelot Dam construction's well underway. There has been a bit of a slowdown on it because of missing parts, but that's all been resolved now. I've had a few questions about the appearance of a lower lake level due to the culvert location. There's going to be a 90-degree elbow at the end of the culvert inside the lake, and the lake level will be almost a foot higher than what it was before the dam was breached. I've also seen questions about the lack of progress, and I've explained the issue with the valve and the thimble. The valve and thimble are now on site, and work is scheduled to begin laying out the forms, pour the cement for the thimble, and mounting the valve. The only missing part is the screw rod, and it's still on back order, scheduled to be delivered the end of March, 1st of April. Once the valve and that work is in place, the screw rod will not hold up construction on the roadway. Resilient Community Grant Program number 3. We've hit milestone number 3, and it's been submitted to GLO. Once approved, Resilient Community Program Showcase will highlight the segments. They're targeting mid-March for that completion. Charmaine Dam, the grant, we have been awarded the $400,000 pending the completion of the Tyler County Multi-Jurisdictional Hazard Mitigation Plan. Try saying that 3 times. This is a FEMA requirement, and there's a deadline to get this done. There was a meeting at the courthouse to get this started, but it might take a while. Langford has gone back to FEMA asking for consideration and an extension for our grant. More about that a little later on this evening. There's a GLO CDBG Disaster Recovery Fund for Texas communities. That bucket is about $97 million with available funds for up to 2 projects of $500,000 to $5 million each with a 10% match. I believe we've got a pretty good chance of winning a bit of the pile. We had we can apply for 2 projects. We've turned in for 28th Street on 2 different occasions and have not been able to get a reply to the second time we turned it in. First time we submitted, we came out number 9 in points, but because we had received monies the year before, we ended up 19 out of 20, and they funded maybe 14 spots. Galahad Dam Epoxy Design has completed their work of filling the voids there. We were surprised it only took 12 yards. The ground penetrating radar showed quite a few voids, but when we poked holes and looked inside, they were small, very shallow. We only found one that took a sizable amount of flowable grout. Charmaine Dam, the void where that steel plate was has been filled. It surprisingly took 16 yards of flowable grout. So that was a surprise. Additionally, you see this room is cleared out pretty much. The floor in the community center must be replaced. We've looked at vinyl plank, peel and stick squares, the epoxy floorings. Received bids from $8,800 to $25,000. There were 2 major considerations. One is clearing out the community center of all objects, including both refrigerators, the ice machine, the oven range, the island, the conference table, and the double door closet. Some of the contractors wanted just to do the floor. They wanted us to clear everything out. The low bidder is actually willing to take and move everything out for us. The refrigerators, the range, the ice maker, the island, and the conference table. They're going to start tomorrow. They should be done Monday. We'll let it sit Tuesday, and then we'll have to start bringing the stuff back in ourselves. Other than that, there's nothing really going on. I skipped over the minutes. Oh, I did, didn't I? I do that. Okay, can we get a motion to accept the regular council meeting minutes from January the 15th?
Make a motion to accept it for the 15th.
A second?
I'll second.
Okay, motion carries. I got ahead of myself. Now for the mayor's report. Okay, Chief Drumm, please, sir.
All right, good evening, Mayor, Council. For the month of January, we had 53 calls for service, we issued 30 citations, 38 warnings, 1 arrest, and 4 agency assists. A couple things for the month. One, make sure that you're watching your speed continuously on the roads. Please obey all the traffic signs. That includes if you're on a golf cart or on a side-by-side. All right, you have to have a driver's license to operate a golf cart and the side-by-side, so make sure you comply with those, and you still have to follow all state laws regarding the stopping, signaling, that kind of stuff. All the officers are currently compliant with TLETS. We went to TLETS computer access last week, took our test after the class, and all the officers remain compliant in that aspects. I have compiled the annual racial profiling report from 2025 and have submitted the report to the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement. They've accepted it. So it's on record. I have a copy of it in my office in a binder. So if anybody wants to review the 2025 annual racial profiling, then you're more than welcome to come by, see me. We'll pull it out and we'll go through it. Animals, we're still getting dog complaints in certain areas. Remember, there is an ordinance against barking dogs all night long. If you go through the steps and you record it, you video it, and you file a written complaint, then we will start taking action. We've got one that we're fixing to address already. So make sure your dogs are taken care of. Let's see here. Coming up in March, all the officers are going to be attending the active shooter training in Woodville in conjunction with the Tyler County Sheriff's Office and Woodville PD. It's a requirement that we have to do every 2-year cycle, and we just restarted the cycle. So the Sheriff's Office reached out to us, let us know they were going to be doing a class. And so all the local agencies will be training together since we respond together. Besides that, new cars are doing good. We have a lot of good things going on, so we're just going to keep trucking on. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right.
Mr. Marshall?
Good evening. I don't know about the rest of you, but I was certainly glad to see the month of January go the opposite way. It really hurt us as far as what we normally do on the roadways. Our material was constantly soaking wet. We couldn't use it. It was cold. The guys were miserable. I was miserable. The dogs and cats were hiding. So it was just a bad month. But most of that time, we had 2 winter storms that came through, both of which the crew worked. One day, 16 hours straight. Came back after about 4 hours of sleep, and I think worked about 10, 12 more. So they were out there trying to take care of everything. It just really put a damper on what we could do. And then, of course, after the storms with the trees, the limbs, everything else, it was a mess. But we're past that. We're moving into February now, and almost, past half. We're getting back on track. It's a catch-up month for us. Chuck, as you well know, you and I have spoke on some of the jobs, but they're getting back in action. So we'll try and forget about January and move on forward, and hope that's the end of it. Other than that, we're on track with what we normally do or did, which here lately has been vehicle maintenance. Routine, but there's some other stuff that one day, as soon as I get some information, we'll have to all sit down and talk about. Waiting on some emails, some phone calls, some facts, and some figures before I can present a case. Things are just wearing out. Other than that, everything is looking good. Like I say, getting back on track. Any questions as far as the roads are concerned? Nope? Okay.
Not exactly what you're talking about, but if we make this interlocal agreement with the county, do we have anybody that knows how to run this reclaimer?
Yes. Yes. Yes, we do. That should not be a problem. Talk to Joe. He's going to send one of his guys just to make sure that we don't tear anything up. So it'll be a supervised operation. Okay. All right. Moving on to the dams. We did our routine scheduled inspection reports that we have to turn in each month for TCEQ. That's not a problem there. The usual caulking and cleaning is what goes on there. The rest of it doesn't look bad. We opened and flushed the valves on Charmaine, Tristan, and Galahad, which we do periodically just to clean the mud, the debris, and everything else out. Get everything greased to where when we do have to do it without warning, we know it's going to work like it should. The other thing that we did get are I think every 2 years we get these bridge inspections. Yeah, from TxDOT. There are bridges. I know we just look at it as the spillway, but they consider them bridges. So they come out and give this super in-depth review, which out of a score of 10, or possible 10, we ended up at a 7 on both of these bridges. What we had was very minor damage. They gave us a level 3 priority, which to them means we have 24 minutes repaired. So I don't think it's earth-shattering gonna hurt the structure or anything like that. Everything checked out very, very well. I think number 7 says, normal wear, good to very good condition. So it's the same problems we've always had. The delineation is what they were screaming about most. We don't have the ends marked, and every time we do, the little reflectors seem to end up missing. So we'll have to stay on top of that. That's not a biggie. The other thing was some of the spalding, which we know out here is happening on one of the edges. It's fine. It's going to be fine. We'll get that taken care of. The one that I'm going to question them on, I'm going to contact the inspector. She's not real clear, but she wants us to take down our load and weights signage.
No,
We're not going to do that.
no, she just said they were not
Not in con-
necessary, that they were not required.
Okay, I read it a little differently, but that's okay. We've got 2 trains of thought here, and have you talked to her?
Not in a while, no,
Okay.
but when she first raised that issue, we
Yeah.
did have conversation.
I
And it
want to.
wasn't a big deal to her.
Yeah, I just want to talk to her and see, is it because the sign's out of date? Is the reflectivity not what it should be up to TxDOT standards? I don't know.
She just said it wasn't necessary.
Okay. Well, to us, it's necessary.
To us, it is very necessary.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. The weight sign will stay then. Good deal. Other than that, I think Skip filled you in very well on the rest of the dam issues, so we're good to go. Any questions?
We've been talking with Marsh Waterproofing, and they're scheduled to come out in the next 2 or 3 weeks
Okay.
to start working on caulking Galahad.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to lower Charmaine Lake and Galahad for
As-
that work.
As we did before.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm supposed to hear from Marsh tomorrow. He was gonna try to see if he couldn't get out here next week and start. So I need a little bit of advance warning
Yeah.
from him to be able to communicate what all we're gonna be doing, so.
Because it's going to take a day or 2 to get that down to or 3 to get that down to the level he needs it.
Yeah,
So-
and we're gonna have to start at some point. And,
Yeah.
the main thing is being able to caulk the expansion joints
Mm-hmm.
down at the toe of Galahad where it's always below water.
Mm. Is he going to do those across the roadway?
Yes,
Okay, because that was also in the report that they needed to be caulked.
yes, sir.
So, okay, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That's all I have.
I got two questions.
No, only 1 tonight, that's it. What you got?
Is there still a wooden bridge down around Mill Creek, Sir, whatever the road, way in the back, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
There was, at one time, there was a wooden bridge down there. Is it still there?
No, that's been, the box culverts have been put in and it's asphalted now around that low-lying area that you're talking about, where the low water crossing was that got washed away.
No,
You're talking about between Ivanhoe East and Ivanhoe West?
no,
No, that's the only other bridge that I'm aware of.
no, I'd have to go try to find it again.
Okay.
Back when I was
It's-
code enforcement, I found it.
Right there by 28th Street, when you come off 28th Street and you turn to the right, and it would drop down a little bit, go around, that's what's been replaced with box culverts and everything.
Yeah, it's a good road.
Yeah.
Guardrails, asphalt, whole 9 yards. Maybe not.
It was about a year ago, and
Oh, it's,
Oh, no, this has been done since then.
it is.
Yeah.
It was a year ago or so when I saw it.
Okay.
The other question is, that several months ago, you brought us some sample pieces of, plastic that you were gonna try putting in the cracks.
Mm-hmm.
How did that work, or didn't work, or? Is it still being evaluated?
we haven't gotten to it yet. I
Yes
mean,
and no. It's got to be during the warmer period. That was for just those cracks too, if I'm not mistaken.
So are
For
you,
the- for
are
the
you talking
joints.
about the hot crack seal, or are you talking about
No.
the tape?
No, neither one. It was a,
The round,
Yeah,
it was an
he
extruded,
had 3 pieces.
Like the backer rod stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that was,
yeah.
we put it in place and it's still there. I
Yeah,
mean, it's,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's not showing anywhere, so something we want to maybe look at in the future, but I'd like to give it as much time as we can to see, compared to some of this caulking and see which one holds up the best.
I just wonder, the caulking doesn't seem to last.
Doesn't seem to stick, does it?
No, and out here on the Charmaine Dam, when they were pumping that grout into the hole, you could see water coming, extruding out around the caulk, and it's at different intervals. It actually had a stream of water coming up from a pinhole.
I would still like to try some of that tape. I mean, if all it has to do is keep the water out.
Yeah.
I think
That you've
we're
been
good.
using on Charmaine Drive South.
Just a couple of them, just to see how it holds out, like that backer rod material that he's talking about, that Chuck's talking about. Sure.
We've got plenty of places where we could experiment that are not
Oh, yeah.
critical.
Okay, we can do that. Not a problem. That's it? Okay, thank
What
you.
else?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. So I haven't been here that long, so, I'm,
Speak into the mic. Turn it on.
hello? I was wondering, all these projects that come up for, opportunities to get awarded, do we have like a bucket list of like 150 items? Cause I was just wondering, are water mains anywhere on our list of things to ask for these kind of, bucket lists, or is that like? I know it's only like $30 million to do that.
Well,
you know.
well, Southwest Water Corporation's system schematic is a best guess. They don't know where the lines are. Whenever we tried to be proactive on Mill Creek, we told them where the lines were. They were crossing over into the road. Their response was, just break it, call us, and we'll come fix it. That's how they deal with the water mains.
Okay.
Then it takes 2 weeks for them to come out after that.
Right. So like, so like an upscale thing would be fire hydrants and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. Are there ever water projects that come up in these offerings that would say, okay, to put in, 6 or 8 inch blue root pipe to
No,
nothing like that?
that's out of our realm of responsibility and influence.
Okay.
Southwest Water Corporation is a for-profit company that they just provide water. It's a fee for service.
Okay.
It would be nice, I guess, but I don't want that headache.
Okay. Well, sounds like we're doing pretty good with our bucket list.
Yeah. Nothing for planning and zoning this week. Now then, Joe was gonna try to come tonight. He didn't make it. We're now ready to discuss the interlocal agreement between Tyler County and the City of Ivanhoe. I misstated the intent of this contract last meeting. What we're doing is we're getting 30 work days out of his BOMAG in exchange for our signing over the grade all to Tyler County. I don't have the exact number, but I believe we paid something like $13,000 for it. We haven't used it in 2 years. The BOMAG, using FEMA rates, we're gonna be getting, I wanna say, around $30,000 worth of usage out of this BOMAG in exchange for a grade all that's worth $9,000 to $11,000. It's a heck of a deal. So we've got the original boilerplate here that outlines exactly what it is that we're doing. the complete boilerplate is here now. He's given us backup data to show how much the FEMA rates are per hour. He's given us a picture of what the machine looks like. The only thing that's lacking is a motion to accept this interlocal agreement between Tyler County and the City of Ivanhoe so that we can begin to start planning on using the BOMAG and where it might go. David and I have already sat down and kind of mapped out what we're gonna do first and how we're, yes, sir, go ahead.
Correct me if we've already talked about this. I'm really concerned about the wording in there as far as, do they deliver it to us? Is it a steady, constant, everything has to be done in the same 30 days?
No,
Is it
it's not 30 days, it's 30 work days.
30 work days, okay.
So we might have a day this week, we
Right.
might have 2 days next month.
Okay.
It's 30 work days. Joe was very, very adamant that that's how he wanted it worded.
Okay, that works best. Do we go get it? Do they bring it to us?
We'll work that out.
Okay,
It's-
I didn't know what was in there is the reason I was asking. I was just concerned.
no,
Didn't want
I
to turn
don't-
it to a logistics nightmare.
No, it's just,
Probably got the trailer for it, so, you know.
Probably not on a trailer.
no.
It's like a motor grader, so they'll probably just drive it over. I would think. His office is down in,
It's right Seneca Road, right
Okay.
there off of 69, right when it comes to four
oh, yeah,
lane.
I got you,
So
you.
it's close.
It's not that far then, yeah.
So when Joe went and got the side mower,
Mm-hmm.
he came,
Down Seneca Road, didn't he?
well, it was a county road that runs parallel to the highway, and
Okay.
it dropped him out close by here, and he ran down the shoulder of the road.
Yeah, okay. I was just curious, wanted to make sure.
So I don't know the answer to that, but, in talking to Joe,
We can work it
we'll
out
just
with
work
him,
out the
yeah.
logistics between us.
Okay, sounds good.
Is this a one-time deal, 30 days, and then we're done with it?
Yes, sir. 30 work days.
30 work days.
So it's not 30 days of the month, it's 30 work days. Say again?
That could be 2 years of time, Pat.
It will not be, but it could be.
Can you do a lot of work in one day with it?
Yes, sir. How many, what did they say?
500 to 1,000 foot a day.
Yeah,
There should be plenty.
yeah.
Does the city have the funds to, once we grind up a road, to do whatever we have to do? I mean, in 30 days, we could grind up a lot of roads. Do we
That's
have-
right. We can, we will. We
We
will. And once it's ground up, we're gonna pack them down and, make them as smooth as possible.
What are we gonna pack them down with? Our
A
flat
packer
roller?
downer?
Our flat roller?
Yes, sir. That's my understanding.
No, I got it. As they're grinding this up, Chuck, we'll probably be, that didn't sound right, did it? Sounded almost nasty, didn't it? We have the funds to pick up pallets of Portland cement, very cheap, but it works well. We can go ahead and grind that end, wet it down, pack it down, and it'll be like this floor. It'll be rock solid, yeah.
Well, I was just wondering if the city could afford to buy however much cement it was gonna take. I mean, 30 working days, we could grind a lot of miles of road.
It's like $5 a bag, $6 a bag for this Portland. It's basically concrete without the gravel in it.
Right, but how linear feet, how much do you get out of a bag?
I've got that formula at the office. I can let you know.
Well, I was just curious if
Yeah,
the city
out
could
of, I
afford
would,
it.
if I remember correctly, 38 bags. I think you can put down every so many feet. I want to say you can probably get 100 to 200 feet out of that. Because you got to place them like 3 across every 6 feet. So it comes out. But once you start mixing it, blends in rather well.
Okay,
Okay.
this agreement's only for a year, correct?
No,
It's for 30 work days with the BOMAG.
But only for 1 year, then it
It,
expires.
it says it runs for a year, but we'll get 30 days worth of work out of it.
Just want to make sure we got the money to, to do what has to be done after.
Well, even if we didn't mix Portland in, the roads would end up being far better than what they are now. Right now, you can, some of the holes are so big that if you drove off in them, you'd have to call a wrecker to get out. Those are the ones that we're trying to chew up. Friar Tuck, 28th Street, 27th Street, Marion Lane. There's some others too over there, Ivanhoe Estates Drive.
yep. And you're gonna be grinding up roads that have limestone base, asphalt, the mix,
Yeah.
oil sand, concrete, everything. So you're gonna have a really good base when you're done. So it shouldn't take that much, but it'll be a darn sight better than what we've got now.
So,
Will we need a motor grader to, once you chew up the road, will you need a motor grader?
We can and probably will, but that packer that he's talking about will, when it grinds it up, it's gonna be fairly level. Probably just as level as we could get it with the motor grader, but we can use our motor grader if we have to, yes, sir.
Did y'all, there was another product they were gonna mix in with the glasses or something, wasn't it?
we don't have all the information yet. Joe Blacksher has found this stuff that he talked about, that the road that he wanted to show us has been there for 3 years and it still looks good. We haven't been able to get together to go there, and he doesn't have the information yet, but we are definitely staying close and want to know more about it.
I don't, molasses, hey, it's worth a shot, but
It was some material, I don't know what it was, I don't care, if it works, it's great, if it doesn't, well, then we'll try something else.
orange juice or something along those lines? Okay, sounds good.
So now, if we had a motion to accept the interlocal agreement, can I have a,
I'll make a motion to accept it.
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Very good. Thank you all.
Yes, sir.
Consider for discussion action, it's an engagement letter with Goff Herrington for fiscal year 26, 25. Yeah. For the audit, for the financial audit for 2025. Any discussion on it? Is he done with it?
No, this is so that they can do it.
This is so they can do it. Okay. Do I have a motion to accept or to sign the engagement letter with Goff and Herrington?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider for discussion of action to adopt resolution 2026-4R to award to selected grant management firm for grant application and implementation services for the City of Ivanhoe for the Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Program as administered by the Texas Land Office. We had a panel that went through and evaluated them. The selection committee chose Waxman for our grant admin firm. We had, I don't know how many people we went out to, but these were the only two that we had that replied with GrantWorks and Waxman, and the committee selected Waxman for our grant admin. So I'd like a motion to accept the application, grant management for
I make a motion to accept the,
Second.
by wax.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carries.
Mayor, may I be recognized?
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Leslie Waxman. I would like to tell you all, thank you very much. We look forward to working with y'all, and if you will give me just a minute, I'll apprise you of kind of where things are. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, super. So yesterday, there was a webinar that did not lend just a whole bunch of information like we had hoped for, but it was enough to get us kind of going. So we did some guessing in our office, and I guessed, and I have no idea, but I guessed that you might want to do roads in this competition. Is there any chance that's a good guess?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, so I think that we in our office, would like to schedule a meeting with y'all to talk about if your roads are, already surveyed, or if we need to look at doing that, or where we are with that, so we can get that going. We would also like to have you consider, while it's not mandatory that you do a public hearing to get the input of your community, we always try to encourage people to do that. We feel like it's a good idea. You don't have to tell them what you want to do. The purpose of that is for them to tell you what they would like for you to do. And you don't have to make that decision based on what they say, but it's an old fashioned way now. I think before the pandemic, we did a lot of public hearings. So you don't have to, but if you want to, I will be here. I will conduct that public hearing.
Awesome.
So these things are gonna be due March 23rd, somewhere around there. They're just 5 questions that we have to answer, but we have to do some legwork first to answer those questions. And, I have enough information to figure out how you stack up and give you what your score is. I just don't know what it means in the rest of it. So we'll talk about that another time in the meeting, but I think you have a very solid chance. Let me say that, very solid. I don't know that it will be possible for you guys to do 2 projects, because they're going to go down the list until they get to 50. Not 50 projects, but the score 50, okay? So when they get to 50, they'll go back up to the top and then start down again. We're thinking if everybody asks for the maximum amount of money, we're looking at about 20 projects. Now, that's not likely to happen exactly that way.
A total of 20 projects for
Yes,
that
sir.
bucket of money?
Yes, sir. So
Yeah.
it is more competitive than I've heard a lot of people come back and tell me they've talked to my competitors and other people, and they've told them it's gonna be shooting fish in a barrel. Well, you know what? No such thing. But it looks very promising, and we're almost ready to go. We just need to talk to you about the LMI, because if we can't figure out how to make an LMI project, then I can almost guarantee you not getting funded. So we need you to be able to put up the 5% of the project in order to get those points, because everything is point-based. Where everybody fell down was on per capita. This was on your FEMA reporting, and out of 25, you got 5. Don't feel bad, so did the people next to you, and next to you, and next to you, and so on. So there were some people that did better, but honestly, y'all know all the things wrong with FEMA. You don't need me to tell you what they are tonight. So I personally do not even think that should be part of the rating system. It has nothing to do with anything, but it is what it is. So, all that being said, my business partner is Susan Stover, and y'all will be meeting her next week as well as me. And like I said, Commissioner Blacksher asked me to call you, it was 2 weeks ago, and I completely let it go out of my pea brain. I am so sorry. So I will call you personally on Monday, and we'll talk
All right.
about a different issue I know you had.
Okay.
So, all right, thank y'all for letting me have the floor.
What's the LMI?
Low to moderate income.
What is it?
Low to moderate income.
Oh, okay.
Low to moderate income is the linchpin of this program. So everything we do has to be low to moderate income areas. That doesn't mean everyone out there is, it just means 51% is. We figure that out by survey or census, but when we're doing streets, it's gonna have to be by survey. Now, I attended a workshop yesterday, and I have to tell somebody the silly stuff I heard. There's a possibility that in the future, that when we do these door-to-door surveys, we will have to certify that they are American citizens.
Oh.
So, if you can imagine that world.
Oh.
So, no one in the room commented because it's pretty outlandish, but I guess that's maybe what's being talked about. So, let's go do a survey before that happens.
So we did a survey on 28th Street.
Is that the one y'all wanna do?
That's the one that we've done the most work on, and we've submitted 2 different times for that project. But, you know, there's plenty of other things to do also.
No, look, if you've been trying to get that done and you have a survey already, that's what we call shelf ready, and we love it.
Okay.
Right, Nick? So,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Every time we've ever done a survey, we've been very high on the LMI.
Yeah, the LMI
Oh,
stuff.
yes, sir, I know. Are
Yeah.
y'all currently, I forgot to even look, but are y'all currently, 51% over citywide low mod? Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I couldn't remember where you
That's
were on that.
what helped Joe Blacksher get that money for finishing Ivanhoe Drive.
Oh, you're low mod.
Yeah.
Right, and we kinda, yes, that, I remember that now. So, we had a partial waiver on that, but we actually, every project in Tyler County, we were able to qualify as low mod on that, so that was good.
Yeah.
So, all right, do y'all have any other questions? I think I am probably talking over a lot of people's heads, and I did not mean to do that, but I am on the job already.
Very
So,
good.
we hope we can get this money for you and do a good project and keep those roads going.
So are you giving Skip the 5 questions, or how's
Oh,
that
no,
work?
no, sir, I'm a turnkey operation, okay? The idea is you hire me so you don't have to do anything. We're going to, if you need my assistance to, help with the notice for the public hearing, if you wanna have that, we will upload all the application questions for you, we will tabulate survey information, we will do all the legwork, that you do not have to do anything but vote on things and so forth, so. Is that not how y'all normally operate?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, okay, 'cause that's how most of my profession is. So, okay, any other questions, or,
No, ma'am.
okay, well, thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. She wasn't very happy. Consider,
I'm sorry.
no, it's, no, it's all good. We appreciate it, the input. Consider for discussion, the action of adopting resolution 2026-5R for the engineering architectural services to complete the application project related to the engineering architectural services for the Community Development Block Grant Program funding administered by the Texas General Land Office. we sent out requests for proposals to 10 different engineering firms, and we had one that responded. The engineering firm that we had been dealing with did not respond, and we have red notices from everybody. GLS was the one that responded, and I'm delighted to be able to say that we're happy that you responded. So what I need is a motion to accept GLS as the engineering firm for moving forward with this community development block grant program.
I'll make a motion.
Second, all in favor? Motion carries. Thank you, Nick.
Sir,
Do you want to say anything?
yeah, Skip, you already know me. For those of y'all that don't, my name is Nick Helcher. I was the engineer who did the second half of Ivanhoe Drive that Tyler County sponsored for y'all. I've worked with Skip a few times. I've been here a few times. He and I have gotten along great. Looking forward to continuing that relationship and helping y'all in whatever ways we can.
Yes, sir.
My background, I spent time with TxDOT and civil service at Fort Hood doing highway construction. So streets is right up my alley, you might say.
Awesome. Streets are up your alley, huh?
Thank you, David, thank you.
Glad about that, 'cause he's our number one engineer to wanna work with, so thank y'all.
Well, you had told me that if GLS was selected, it should be conditional upon Nick being our guy.
I did say that.
You did.
I appreciate everything. I have to go see a man about a dog.
Okay.
Thank y'all
Thank
very
you.
much. I'll talk to y'all next week.
All right. Bye, Leslie. Thank you.
By the way, I'm sorry, I'll call you next week.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Okay, last up is the consider for discussion the action of adopting 2026-6R. It's the Tyler County multi-jurisdictional hazard mitigation plan. It's been submitted to TCEQ. I'm asking for a motion to accept the hazard mitigation plan as it's written, with the understanding that there may be some fine tuning when it comes back from TCEQ. But the reason that it's being asked for is that it's imperative that we get this done before the end of May, because that's the hard drop deadline for being able to accept that $400,000 grant. It goes away if we can't get it done. So, okay. All in favor? Motion carries. Very good. We can accept the plan as is. Ms. Williams, you're up now.
Okay. So last month we were not able to approve the financials because I had not received the financials in time to actually review them and get them over. So I did include the December financials in the packets as well. Those have been reviewed. Everything is correct with those. All of the January financial documents and the bank statements were sent to council sometime the second week of February, along with the financial reports and the reconciliation details for each account. The city received $10,455 from the state comptroller on February 18th for sales and use taxes that were collected in December and reported to the comptroller in January. The January ad valorem taxes were received February 5th, totaling $355,301, with $289,475 going to maintenance and operations, and $65,826 for the interest and sinking fund. We received nothing for Ivanhoe North. The Texas class interest rates had another small decrease. They're down to 3.5%, down from 3.6 last month. After reviewing the totals for the various departments, the budgets are correct, the bank statements are reconciled, and I do believe that the December and the January financials can be approved this month.
Did you say December only?
And January.
And January?
Yes, so I'll
Do
need
we have
two
to do that
separate
separately?
Yes, because it's two separate items, so I'll need two.
I'd like a motion to
Separate
accept the December financials, please.
I'll make a motion, we accept December's.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? All opposed, same.
Now we need January.
I need a motion to accept the financial report for January.
I'll make a motion to accept it.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Any further discussion before we adjourn? Anna, good talk.
Good talk. I like it that way.
Were we gonna get any, dirt out of that pit?
So, as it turns out, I don't know.
Okay.
That's a good question. I don't know how to answer it. There's a lot of moving parts with it. We had the TCEQ approval. It's a wetland. We have to be careful what we do out there in the lake bed because it wasn't all cleared through TCEQ. And we'll just have to see if we'll be able to get any of the dirt out of there or not.
I didn't know if, if we had to get the truck over there, then they load it, or we have to load it, or?
They'll haul it. They'll have any of the surplus. They'll haul it to the park for us. Yeah,
Okay.
there will be some dirt that will be surplus that they'll need to move, and they said that it's no big deal to haul it that short distance.
Okay.
Anything else? No. Okay. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? We are adjourned. Huh?